Hello everybody. With this very short tutorial I want to show you how I set the main features of our website, our project website. First of all, we start writing the address of our website in the address bar, and the website address is Euro table meetings.jimdo.com, as we decided together in Puerto de Santa Maria, and then we enter. First of all, I'm going to show you what I've already done just to start the website. I've put this logo, which is just temporary. I used the picture that Marisanti drew in Puerto de Santa Maria, and I've put the Erasmus Plus logo next to it. Of course, in my opinion, in this place we'll put the official logo of the project as soon as we have it. I also put as a title of the whole website Irritable Meetings, which is the name that we gave to this space, online space. On top of the page, I wrote official website of the Erasmus Plus project and the title of the project that I won't read because I can't read French properly. And this first page, this home page, is the English page. On the other pages, which I have already prepared, the French one and the Spanish one, you have the same left menu with the same entries. The project, I think we could put something about the project in general in this page. Logo contest, something about the logo competition, for example, the rules of the logo contest and the logos that we will choose for the final competition and finally the winner. The ebook page will be for the ebook activities, so recipes and activities of research about traditions and landmarks of the most important features of the 4 countries and the different areas of the 4 countries where our schools are. And then one with the map of landmarks and cookery tradition that we're going to prepare in El Puerto in January. So in this case, I've just chosen this title, but everything can be, of course, changed. I just try to give you an idea of what the website would be like, and you are free to make all the changes you think fit to this web space. Legends, this is the part which will be devoted to collecting the legends that our students are going to write about food in the 4 countries, the origins of different food. And I've also put this entry about other materials, different things that could be done during the activities of the project, but of course this menu can be enriched with other entries, can be edited and whatever. Just to show you what the website would be like when it's completed, I also prepared the French and the Spanish home pages. So the home page is English. Each section will have its own page, and each home page must contain the same information, of course, but in the 3 different languages. At the moment, there isn't any information on these pages. We can, for example, copy this on top of the page, both in French and Spanish, but you know, it's up to us what we prefer to do. I've also tried to translate into French and Spanish the entries, but of course there will be mistakes because I don't know these languages, but it's just to give you an idea. This is the French menu on the left, the same entries of the English one, and the same will be for the Spanish page with the same entries as the English one. Of course, the idea is to copy in all the languages the pages that we have written in English in the first part. So I believe that first we could write each page in English, and then each country will translate it into French or Spanish. Of course, I can't speak French nor Spanish, but people who speak Spanish in France or speak French in Greece can, of course, contribute to these pages in Spanish and French, and we can ask our Spanish and French teachers at school to contribute with translations of what our students do in English, for example, in order to make them translate all the materials into Spanish and into French. So, of course, each school will have teachers and students able to translate into the 3 different languages, and so there won't be any problems to fill in the contents of all the website. On the left side column of the website, I put these links to pages about the schools. I believe these pages could be only in English, I think, because it's nothing really related to particular contents, but this is up to each of you in your individuality to fill in the page about your school with whatever information you think can be useful to people visiting our website, our project website. So each of these little boxes has got a link to the page. Let's see, for example, this one is the page for the French school. There is the name of the school. I put the website, the official website of the school, and of course I've written under construction because it's still to be filled in. And the same is with the Spanish school, yes, and with our school, the Italian one. I also put the link to the European project website that we created for the previous projects that we did in our school, and then the Greek school, for which I didn't find a website, but probably Julie could write it, and if one website, official website of the school exists, I don't know, and can fill it with all the information about the school that she'd like to put in. What else? For the moment, that's all when it comes to the structure of the website. What I want to show you is now how to edit the pages. To log in as a webmaster in this website, you must go down to the bottom of the page, and on your right you have a login button that you have to click, and in a few seconds the login window will open. That's it. This is the email address that we decided together when we were in Spain, and the password is the same. We decided I won't say the password in this tutorial because just in case someone sees it, and but I will email it to you. And so once you have written the email address and the password, you can click on the enter button. I've set English as default language for the website since everybody can work with English menus and English instructions, but in case you need to use your own language, you can always change it from the setting menu that I will show you in a minute. This is what you see when you enter in edit mode in the website. This is the website, and you see that there are areas which highlight when you pass over, you go over with your mouse button, button, yes, and you can just click and edit each of these sections. What you see here is the menu. In the view version of the website, you just see these three voices. This is three entries of the menu, because these four ones I've hidden. Okay, so I've hidden this because I didn't want them to come in the menu here, which is just for the three main pages about the three different languages, because then you will find the menu here on the left. Just to start with, if you want to add a voice to the menu, if you want to add some pages to this menu, you just have to edit navigation. If you edit navigation, you will have this, which is the navigation menu. English with its pages, French with its pages, and Spanish with its pages. Of course, if we add a page in the English section, we have to add the same page in the French and in the Spanish section, of course. To add a page, you just have to click on the plus button. For example, here, plus. You will have new page space to write. Here you can write the title of the page, and then you have to save. Once you have done this, this voice will add to the other voices in the menu on your left. Can you see? Here it is. Now, of course, I will delete this entry just to avoid making confusions. To delete a page, it's necessary to click on this bin button, delete this page, and the page will be deleted. It always asks you for confirmation before deleting anything in your website. Okay, this is just to edit the menu. If you want to, of course, add a main voice to this menu, which can be perhaps with a link from another part of the page, you can always add an entry to the menu, a voice to this menu, and make it invisible, clicking on the eye here on the right. Sorry, but there are some problems with connection and it's going very slowly at the moment. Okay, so this is what you can do just to edit the menu of the website. If you want to edit a page, adding materials or whatever, just click on the voice of the menu, and the page that you want to edit will open. For example, this is the page dedicated to the project. Can you see there is a breadcrumb menu here that tells you where you are every time you open a new page. Here, you don't have to do anything else than clicking on the Add Element button. This is the area where you can choose what to put inside your page. You can also click here on the Add More Elements, and you will have further elements to insert in your web page. You can insert a heading. And heading will come into three different sizes: large, medium, and small. As the title of the page, I suggest to use the large. Then if you have to use other titles inside the page, you can use medium or small. You will write here, for example, project, and then save. If you want, for example, to divide the title from the rest of the page, you can add an horizontal line, which can give the page a kind of order, okay? Then, underneath this, you can add a text element. For example, you can write some text in here. You can format this text in bold, in italics. You can add lists. You can, for example, change the size of the text or whatever. And then once you have written your text, you just add some text. This is just to give an idea of what it's like, and then you save it. If you had to add a link to this text, you can highlight the text you want to link, click on the chain, the link button. You can link this text to another page in the website, so it's just necessary to click on the page you want to link it, and you will have these words linked to the web page or to an external link. Then you have to write here or paste a copied address in this area. Once you have written the address you want to link these words to, just click on set link and then save, and you will have a link here. Okay, you can also add text and photo. In this case, you will have a photo and a text next to it. If you want to add a photo, just click on this icon, and from your computer you can upload whatever you want. For example, now I will choose this, which is the temporary logo of the project. Okay, you can reduce the size of the picture, clicking on the minus, okay, or you can enlarge it, it depends. You can decide that people can watch the picture in full size if they want, and so click on this button. You can link the image to, an external site or to another page of the site if you want. Then in the text area you can write whatever you like. This is the temporary logo of the website and the project. Okay. Once you're finished with your editing, you can click on save. Another thing that you can add is, of course, just a photo. The photo will have a bigger size in this case, so you can click here or drag the image, and for example this one, and you will have the picture here in the middle of the page. You can, of course, decide to view it in full white, or you can reduce its size. You can put it in the center of the page. You can decide it to be enlarged when you click on it, or whatever. You can link it, for example, link it to an external website, in this case dedicated to Erasmus Plus projects, or whatever, and save. You can also add, for example, a photo gallery. In the case of photo gallery, you just have to upload more pictures here, all the pictures that you want. You can have them displayed in horizontal, in vertical, as a grid, or as a slideshow. You can then set the different parameters of the slideshow. It can be slower, can be faster. You can decide to have preview thumbnails or not. You can decide to have the slideshow autoplay or not. You can decide which background your pictures are going to have. And then once you have done it, click on save. I won't save it now because it takes too much time to upload pictures. Then what you can upload is, for example, also a video. If you want to upload a video, it's very easy. You just click on the video button and you paste here the link of a video, for example, a YouTube video. Once you have clicked here, pasted here, click on OK, and your video will display in this area. Okay, this is very easy as well. Another very important feature of this adding element box is the columns. Columns help you to arrange the page in different sections. So you can decide to, for example, display your elements in 2 columns, or if you want, in 3 columns, 4 columns. It depends on what are you going to display. Okay. Once you have decided, for example, to work on 4 columns, you just proceed in the same way as you proceed in the main page. You just add element. You can add pictures, you can add slideshows, you can add videos, you can add text, you can add whatever you want in each column. For example, a picture in each column, you will have 4 pictures displayed in a row, or 4 different texts with 4 different headings. For example, you can have an heading here, a smaller one, and you can write content 1. Then here you can have content 2, and so on and so forth. The same with the other columns. So, and you can write under these columns the content you are interested in writing. Now I will show you how can you upload, for example, a document. To add an element to this, you have to click on File, Download. On this section, you have these possible types. All kind of pictures, you see, GIF, JPEG, PNG, SVG, etc., and PDF files. You can't upload Word or other things in this free version, but if we buy the Pro version, we'll have the chance to upload also, for example, presentations or documents, Word documents, etc. This is something limited because this is a free version of the website. Okay, so just click on this and choose a file, and then just upload it. Give a title of the document. Then you can add a description if you like, or nothing else, and then save. And you will have the document to download with the download button near here. Okay, so this is I think all for the moment. I think that this is what is necessary just to start with. Of course, there are many other features that we can add to the pages, but I believe that for the moment this is what is essential to start. I hope that my tutorial has been useful to you, and that this first approach to our project website is what we all of us were thinking about a couple of weeks ago in Spain. I'm waiting for your suggestions, and of course you're free to edit whatever you like to edit, and try to work on the website. And let me know if my idea or working on the website starting from the English page is okay for you, and then we can of course work at the same time on all the 3 sections of the website. But I think that starting from the English one could be easier for everybody, and then going on to the rest. Of course, if there is materials that each school produces in other languages, they can be put, of course, in the corresponding section of the website and translated by that same school, teachers or students of that same school, into the other two languages, and then create the pages in all the three languages of the project. Okay, one last thing just to finish. On the left there is the menu, which is the dashboard of the website, which is just here to be used by the administrator and people working on the website as administrator. This is the setting area, which I've already set. Of course, every setting can be upgraded if we go to the Pro version, which is the one with payment, and we can have extra settings that we can, of course, decide to give to our website. This is the design area where I've chosen the template that we are using. You can also change style and background, but remember that each of these actions have effects on the whole website. So before making any changes here, it's better to be sure of what you're doing. And on the dashboard here, and here, yes, you have an overview of the profile. This is to add another website if it's needed, but we don't need to add it. And the profile section, where you have what I have already set for our website, which is this name, this picture that is just temporary, of course. Here is the change password button. I pray not to change it, or if you do it, tell everyone. This is the name I gave to the website, email address, and the language that I've set, that is English. And if you want, of course, work on the website with your own language, you can just change. I don't think Greek is on the list. No, just French and Spanish and English. But anyway, I think that I've told you everything. Hope to hear from you soon, and hope to have been useful with my explanation, which wasn't, I suppose, very very precise because of English, and I had to think in English and think of what I was saying, and it's not very easy. But anyway, if you have any questions or whatever, just ask me. See you soon. Bye.